Have you ever been to the Expo? Each year, like 30,000 people gather for the biggest green industry event in America in downtown Louisville, Kentucky. This year, it's October 21st through the 24th. I'd love to see you there, and the coolest thing is you can save 50% off your tickets during checkout on the Equip Expo website by simply typing in promo code KEITH50. Or go to keithkalfas.com/events, go to the Equip Expo tab, save 50% off your tickets now. I'll see you there.
How to start a landscaping business right now with no startup money. You want to know how to start a landscaping business? Are you trapped in a dead-end job? Are you pulling your hair out and maybe you're trying to get this thing off the ground because you hate your job and you're not making enough money, or maybe you're afraid that you can't get this business off the ground? Maybe you're afraid that you don't have the money for the equipment and the insurance. Maybe you have a new family and you're afraid you won't be able to make the bills. What if winter comes? You're trapped and you're stuck and you're in anxiety and you're afraid and you don't know what to do, and you're reaching out and you're looking for videos on the internet. You're looking around, you're researching and you're studying, and day after day goes by. Nothing's going to change unless you change it. And the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over to expect a different result. My name is Keith Kalfas, and 6 years ago I was stuck in a dead-end job. And I was only making $10 an hour at the age of like 29 or 28 or something. And I've been fired from many, many jobs. And what made me start my landscaping business, it's in the six figures now, was actually my goal this year is to hit $250,000. It's a lot to some, it's peanuts to others. It doesn't matter. It matters about what your own personal journey is and what you're willing to face and how fast you're willing to face it, okay? But what I want to share with you is that I was flat broken and desperate, in debt, with debt collectors calling me and attorneys calling me an eviction notice on my doorstep. I had no money to start a business.
Untrapped podcast listeners, ready to get more clients? Footbridge Media helps contractors like you get found online. They create high-converting websites and boost your Google rankings so potential clients can find you. Get the leads you deserve. Visit footbridgemedia.com/Keith to untrap your business.
If you're sick of wearing multiple different hats and you really need a CRM software to run your business on, look no further than Jobber. Jobber now uses the power of AI. It not only does the billing, invoicing, payment collection, follow up with your customers, ask them for positive 5-star reviews automatically after you've left the job, but it also collects tips from the customer if they want to leave a tip. You just turn on the button, ask customer for tip, and I'm getting like $160, $250. I even had a customer leave a $600 tip with Jobber tips. And with Jobber payments, it automatically gets put into your business checking account. Here's the cool part. Jobber's virtual receptionist is insane. It's an AI receptionist that answers the phone and talks to your customers like a real virtual person, takes down all their information, books a quote, whatever you need. This is the future. So if you're super excited about taking your business to the next level and taking one of these hats off, Jobber helps you do all the administrative function of your business so you can focus on what matters, taking care of your customers, making money. I'm a Jobber ambassador, so you can get a totally free 2-week trial of Jobber software and a huge discount with my exclusive link. Just open up your browser and go to getjobber.com/Kalfas. That's Kalfas. Kalfas. Getjobber.com/Kalfas. Go there now, sign up, and if you need help, the Jobber team will hop on a Zoom call with you and walk you through setting it up in your business. This is easy. Do it. Let's go. Let's go. Now back to the show.
But I knew if I didn't make those payments to those debt collectors and that eviction notice, that I was going to end up homeless again. And now I had a fiance. So something snapped inside of me. I started posting ads on Craigslist. I started running around and knocking on people's doors. I made up a whole bunch of cheap, shitty business cards. I started going insane, posting on Facebook, telling everybody no, I knew that I was in business, going around and knocking on doors and passing out flyers and anything. I would go pull people's weeds. I started the business out of the back of the trunk of my wife's car because I had no license, no driver's license, no job, no car, no money. My wife was dropping me off to work in the morning before she went to work at a shitty lawn care job for $10 an hour and then picking me up at night. She's a good woman. I felt like such a piece of shit. I considered suicide, but I knew that was the weak way out. I knew that I had no choice and there was nowhere else to run. There was no ship coming to save me. And I knew that my ego was lying to me, and the more I suffered and cried about it, and the more pain that I went through, nobody was going to let me off the hook. And God, or the universe, has already had mercy on me so many times that this was the last straw. There was no more mercy for me. I was up Schitt's Creek without a paddle and on a dead-end road and down in a valley. And I knew that the only option left was to bootstrap it, put on my fucking big boy pants. I hit a bump when I said that. It came out funny. But to bootstrap it and put on my fucking big boy pants and literally go out there and do the scariest thing ever was to get rejected and get on my hands and knees like a bitch and start pulling people's weeds. My first landscape job, my buddy Dave loaned me a wheelbarrow, a tarp, a rake, and a shovel. I took my rent money and dumped out change, and I went and got a piece of shit pair of Black & Decker shrub trimmers from Home Depot for like $38. And I showed up on somebody's property and I trimmed their shrubs. I didn't even have a blower, and I raked it all up and I cleaned it for like $40 or something. I didn't even know what to charge. And then the neighbor came out, and then I did the neighbors, and then I was taking my wife's car and we were fighting because I was using her car to go do these landscape jobs and coming home with the bags of weeds in the back of her trunk, right? And then I borrowed her dad's truck, my wife's dad's truck, to do my first landscape job for $150, mulch and everything, right? But anyways, we were barely paying the rent. No, I'm sorry. We had a few days to be evicted. And I don't know how the hell I did it, but I managed to get my driver's license back and get this piece of shit truck off Craigslist for $600 called the Blue Goose. It was a 93 Dodge Dakota with 250,000 miles on it, covered in rust with the paint falling off. I got in that truck and it put insurance in my wife's name because I couldn't even get insured, right? And, you know, looking back, I love this woman. I'm married to her now and she's hot. But, when I snapped, I was still cutting grass during the day for $10 an hour, but now I was going out at night and doing quotes. I worked 7 days a week, 90 to 100 hours a week for 3 years straight. After 6 weeks, I replaced the income from my shitty job, and I woke up on a Saturday morning and I had this gut feeling. It said, you have to quit your job right now. Today's the day. I was scared, but I went with that gut feeling because I was already dead. So I quit the job that day and I went out and I did a $350 shrub trimming job and pulled the weeds with those shitty shrub trimmers and my piece of shit truck. And that day I was driving, bro. I was driving in this fucking blue piece of fucking shit truck, dude. I was fucking driving and the sun came in and the fucking sun was shining in my fucking truck, dude. And I fucking was fucking free. I was fucking free. You gotta get fucking free! Fuck your job! You gotta be ready to fucking die! You gotta be ready to fucking die for this! And then you'll fucking get it! Get your fucking ass out there and do it! You got this! You fucking got this! Now fucking do it!